Hello dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. I pleader Javed Ali Salro, High Court. Once again I am in front of you to deliver the lecture, the essential knowledge, the authentical knowledge of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. Again and again I assist you, I addresses you that whatever present in the book text of Constitution of Pakistan 1973, I provide that thing. I am not making my own words. I just rely on that why should not I should have to change the topic, the way, the style, the delivery, so that I in this time I think so that from the Constitution of Pakistan, the mother of all the laws, I provide you the essential knowledge which is present in the textbook of Constitution of Pakistan 1973. So well, very beautiful and very smart and very luxurious knowledge of the Constitution. We must aware from the textbook knowledge of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. So let's move and enjoy. Just think so that we are enjoying and learning, so that you can understand, you can approach to the destination, whatever you have think so you have planned, whatever. So keep in your mind that the knowledge of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973 must be keep in your mind, must be aware from that, must be knowing knowledge of this textbook, this beautiful book, this essential book. So previously, let's come. Previously I have discussed with you with you viewers, about the part 3 and chapter 2 of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973, and in second chapter there was, we have read previous lecture, we have read about the parliament, Majlis Shoora, the parliament, and parliament was article 50 to article 61. That was all about the parliament, Majlis Shoora. We have read all the things about the Majlis Shoora parliament, and now we are moving towards a next step. Chapter is same, part is same. Part 3, chapter 2nd of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. We are standing about this thing, and again I'm going to providing you, I'm going to deliver the thing which is present in the textbook of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. So let's move. Now the next topic of part 3 chapter 2 is provisions is to members of Majlis Shoora parliament. Now there are the provisions of members of Majlis Shoora, the parliament. Now which are the provisions, what are the provisions, we should have to read it from the textbook of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. Now the provisions of Majlis Shoora, members of Majlis Shoora, are starting from 61 article to 66 article. Keep in your mind, because these are very essential and very important. The provisions of members of Majlis Shoora, the parliament, starting from 61 article to 66 article. 61 has been completed, 62 article to 66 articles. So let's move. According to article 62 of Constitution of Pakistan 1973, qualification for membership of Majlis Shoora parliament. Qualification of members of Majlis Shoora parliament. Now before reading these lines, I would like to just share the thing that was also happened in our country about 62 article and 63 article. You have remember that the Prime Minister Muhammad Nawaz Sharif, he was disqualified by the Supreme Court, by the superior authorities, according to these articles, 62 and 63 articles. So these articles are very important. So keep in your mind and open your mind and just learn and just aware and just know about these articles, that what are they. Now we are moving towards article number 62 of Constitution of Pakistan 1973. What is this? Qualification for member of Majlis Shoora parliament. What are the qualifications of member of Majlis Shoora parliament? Let's move. 62 article, sub article 1. A person shall not be qualified to be elected or chosen as a member of Majlis Shoora parliament unless, class A, he is a citizen of Pakistan. Okay. Class B, He is, in the case of the National Assembly, not less than 25 years of age and is enrolled as a voter in any electoral roll in. Subclass 1. Any part of Pakistan for election to the general seat or a seat reserved for a non-Muslims. And subclass 2. Any area in a province from which she seeks membership for election to a seat reserved for women. Class C of subarticle 62. He is, in the case of the Senate, not less than 30 years of age and is enrolled as voter in any area in a province or, as the case may be, the federal capital of or the federally administered tribals areas from where he seeks membership. Class D. He is of good character and is not commonly known as one who would violate Islamic injunctions. Because our country is a Islamic Republic, so that this is also the class D written that not a violation of the Islamic injunctions. Class E. He has adequate knowledge of Islamic teaching and practices obligatory duties prescribed by Islam as well abstains from major sins. Class F. He is sagacious, righteous, non-profligate, honest and ameen. Here, being no declaration to the contrary by a court of law. Class G. He is not, after the establishment of Pakistan, worked against the integrity of the country or opposed the ideology of Pakistan. Subclass 2, that was about subclass 1. Now subclass 2, the disqualification specified in paragraph D and E shall not apply to a person is a non-Muslim. Because these all, it is Islamic injunctions following not violating whatever, so written as I have read it, it is all about the Muslim. Now in class 2, there was written that the qualifications specified in paragraph D and E shall not apply to a person who is a non-Muslim, but such a person shall have good moral reputation. This is about non-Muslim in class 2 of article 62. Now this is completed. Now let's move to another article which is also very important, 63 article of Constitution of Pakistan 1973. Now it is about the disqualifications for membership of Majlis Shoora Parliament. 62 article was about the qualification of the membership of the Majlis Shoora or Parliament, and 63 article is relying as depending on the disqualification of the membership of the Majlis Shoora Parliament. Now subarticle 1 of 63 article is a person shall be disqualified from being elected or chosen as and from being a member of the Majlis Shoora Parliament if class A. He is of unsound mind and he has so declared by a competent court, or subclass B. He is an undischarged insolved, or class C. He ceased to be a citizen of Pakistan or acquires the citizenship of a foreign state, or class D. He holds an office of profit in the service of Pakistan other than the office declared by law not to disqualify its holder, or class E. He is in the service of any statutory body or any body which is owned or controlled by the government or in which the government has a controlling share or interest, or class F. Being a citizen of Pakistan by virtue of section 14B, section 14B of the Pakistan Citizenship Act 1951, 2 of 1951. He is for the under any law in force in Azad Jammu and Kashmir from being elected as a member of the Legislative Assembly of Azad Jammu and Kashmir, or class G. He has been convicted by a court of competent jurisdiction for propagating any opinion or acting in any manner prejudicial to the ideology of Pakistan or the integrity or independence of the judiciary of Pakistan, or which defames or bring in to include the judiciary or the armed forces of Pakistan, unless a period of 5 years has elapsed since his release, or class H, he has been on conviction for any offence involving moral turpitude, sentenced to imprisonment for a term of not less than 2 years, unless a period of 5 years has elapsed since his release, or class J, class I, he has been dismissed from the service of Pakistan or service of a corporation or office set up or controlled by the federal government, provincial government, or a local government on the ground of misconduct, unless a period of 5 years has elapsed since his dismissal, or class J, he has been removed or compulsorily retired from the service of Pakistan or service of a corporation or office set up is controlled by the federal government, provincial government, or a local government on the ground of misconduct, unless a period of 3 years has elapsed since his removal or compulsory retirement, or class K, he has been in the service of Pakistan or of any statutory body or anybody which is owned or controlled by the government, or in which the government has a controlling share or interest, unless a period of 2 years has elapsed since the ceased to be in such service, or class K, L, class L, he whether by himself or by any person or body of person in trust for him or for his benefit or on his account, or is member of a Hindu undivided family, has any share or interest in a contract not being a contract between a corporation, society and government for the supply of goods to, or for the execution of any contract, or for the performance of any service undertaken by government, provided, now here is written, provided that the disqualification under the paragraph shall not apply to a person, subclass 4, where the share or interest in the contract develops on him by inheritance or succession, or is a legally executor or administer until the expiration of 6 months after it has so developed on him. Subclass 2, where the contract has been entered in by or on behalf of public company, is defined in the Companies Ordinance 1984 57 of 1984, of which he is a shareholder but is not a director holding in office of profit under the company, or subclass 3, where he is a member of a Hindu undivided family and the contract is being entered into by any other member of that family in the course of carrying on a separate business in which he has no share or interest, or class M, he holds any office of profit in the service of Pakistan other than the following offices, namely, okay, class 1, an office which is not whole time office remunerated either by salary or by free. Subclass 2, the office of Lambardbar, whether called by this or any other title. Class 3, the Qaumi Razakar. Class 4, any office the holder whereof by virtue of such office is liable to be called up for military training or military services under any law providing for the constitution or raising of a force, or class N, he has obtained a loan for an amount of 2 million rupees or more from any bank, financial institutions, corporation, society or corporative body in his own name or in the name of his spouse or any of his dependents, which remains unpaid from more than 1 year from the due date or has got such loan written off, or class O, he or his spouse or any of his dependents has defaulted in payment of government dues and utility expenses including telephone, electricity, gas and water charges in excess of 10,000 rupees for over 6 months at the time of filing his nomination papers, or class P, he is for the time being disqualified from being elected or chosen as a member of Majlis Shoora Parliament or of Provincial Assembly under any law for the time being in force. So it is completed, which is about the disqualification of the membership of the Majlis Shoora Parliament. This is the Article 63. Now let's move to Article 63A, which is amendment. Of course, I have previously discussed, so that if there is any adding with the Article A, B, C up to Z, these are the amendments, because this book is amended book, so that I discussed, I inform you, I mentioned here, I explaining here to you viewers for all the things categorically but authentically, because it is present in the textbook of the Constitution of Pakistan, so that I just explain. So I am not sharing my own words, whatever I have read it from textbook, whatever I have no knowledge of this constitution. I am not making my own words, I just providing you, delivering the thing which is written in the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. This is of course essential. Let's move to 63, Article 63A. Disqualification on ground of defection etc. Sub-article 63A, sub-article 1. If a member of a parliamentary part composed of a single political party in a house, class A, resign from membership of his political party or joins in other parliament party, or class B, votes or abstains from voting in the house contrary to any direction issued by the parliament party to which he belongs to relation to subclass 1, election of the prime minister, of the chief minister, or class 2, a vote of confidence or a vote of non-confidence, or class 3, a money bill or a constitution amendment. He may be declared in writing by the party head to have the political party, and the party head may forward a copy of the president office, and the chief election commissioner shall similarly forward a copy thereof to the members concerned, provided that before making the declaration, the party head shall provide such member with an opportunity to show cause to why such declaration may not be made against you. So, subclass 2, a member of a house shall be deemed to be a member of a parliament party if he having been elected as a candidate or nominee of a political party which constitutes the parliamentary party in the house, or having been elected otherwise than as a candidate, political party has become a member of such parliamentary party after such election by means of declaration in writing. Subclass 3, upon receipt of the declaration under class 1, the president officer of the house shall within 2 days refer, and in case he fails to do so, it shall be deemed that he has referred the declaration to the chief election commissioner, who shall lay the declaration before the election commission for its decision thereof, confirming the declaration, or otherwise within 30 days of its receipt by the chief election commissioner. Sub-article 4. Where the election commission confirms the declaration, the member referred to in class 1 shall cease to be a member of the house, and his seat shall become vacant. Sub-article 5. Any party aggrieved by the decision of the election commission may, within 30 days, prefer an appeal to the Supreme Court. Within 30 days, there is a limitation. Within 30 days, prefer an appeal to the Supreme Court, which shall decide the matter within 90 days. And of course, here is also limitation about the court, about the superior court. 90 days from in date of the filing of the appeal. When appeal has been filed, time countdown from that time. So 90 days is time of appeal before the Supreme Court. And Class 7. Sixth class. Nothing contained in this article shall apply to the chairman and speaker of a house. Class 7. For the purpose of this article, class A. 7 class A. House means National Assembly or the Senate. I already explained so that there are two houses in the Constitution, in the Constitution of the Pakistan, the National Assembly and the Senate. And we have explained, we have learned about the National Assembly according to Article 51 of Constitution of Pakistan 1973 and 59 article of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. This is Senate. 59 article Senate and 51 article is about the National Assembly. Now this is also discussing about 63A article in class sub article 7 class A. House means National Assembly or the Senate in relation to the Federation, and the Provincial Assembly in relation to the province, as the case may be. Class B. Presiding officer means the Speaker of the National Assembly, the Chairman of the Senate, or the Speaker of the Provincial Assembly, as the case may be. This is about the presiding officer. Sub-article 8. Article 63A. Substituted as aforesaid shall come into effect from the next general election to be held after the commencement of the Constitution 18th Amendment Act 2010. Provided that till Article 63A, substituted as aforesaid comes into effect, the provisions of existing Article 63A shall remain operative. This is about amended Article 63A, and it is completed. Now let's move to another article, and which is also of course good and essential and very informative knowledge according to Article 64. 64 article, vacation of seat. 64 sub article 1. A member of Majlis Shoora Parliament may, by writing under his hand addresses to the Speaker, or as the case may be, the Chairman resign his seat, and upon his seat shall become vacant. Sub-article 2. A House may declare the seat of a member vacant if, without leave of the House, he remains absent for 40 consecutive days of its sittings. 40 consecutive days of his sitting. This is completed. And now 65 article of Constitution of Pakistan. Oath of members. This is about the oath of members. A person elected to a house shall not sit or vote until he has made before the House oath in the form set out in the third schedule. All about oath. This is all about written in the third schedule of the Constitution of Pakistan 93. So 66 article, privileges of member etc. 66 article, sub article 1. Subject to the Constitution and to the rules of procedure of Majlis Shoora Parliament, there shall be freedom of speech in Majlis Shoora Parliament, and no member shall be liable to any proceedings in any court in respect of anything said or any vote given by him in Majlis Shoora Parliament. And no person shall be so liable in respect of the publication by or under the authority of Majlis Shoora Parliament of any report, paper, votes or proceeding. Sub-article 2. In other respects, the powers, immunities and privileges of Majlis Shoora Parliament and the immunities and privileges of the members of Majlis Shoora Parliament shall be such as may from time to time be defined by law, and until so defined shall be such as were immediately before the commencing day enjoyed by the National Assembly of Pakistan and the committees thereof and its members. Sub-article 3 of Article 66. Provisions may be made by law for the punishment by a House of person who refuse to give evidence or produce a documents before a committee of a House when duly required by the chairman of the committee so to do, provided that any such law, class A, may empower a court to punish a person who refuses to give evidence or produce documents. On that moment, this shall be happened. So this is provided by law. Class B. shall have effect subject to such order for safeguarding confidential matters from disclosure as may be made by the President. Subarticle 4 of Article 66. The provisions of this article shall apply to persons who have the right to speak in and otherwise to take part in the proceedings of Majlis Shoora Parliament as they apply to members. Subarticle 5 of Article 66. In this article, Majlis Shoora Parliament means either house or joint sitting or a committee thereof. So hope so you enjoyed, and of course the all wording, the all lines delivering by me to you viewers totally essential, because textbook of Constitution of Pakistan 1973 contain these all. I just delivering so to you viewers immediately, because here is written, it is totally proper knowledge, because which is written in the textbook of the Constitution of Pakistan. Of course this is essential. I am not making my own words. These all words are coming from the textbook. So hope so you enjoyed and you learned and you know about this. Now it was about the provisions of parliament membership XYZ जो भी furthermore. Now just wait for another topic. It is also still the part 3 of Constitution of Pakistan running go. So wait for another thing. This is also of course the very important procedure generally. Total procedure generally is of course the procedure which is also the essential. We must aware about the procedure generally. It is about the generally procedure. So generally procedure is very essential, and just wait for another turn. Next time I shall provide you about the procedure generally. It is starting from 67 article to 67 till 67 article. It is starting from 67 article to 67 article to 77 article. So just wait for that, and of course this shall be the beneficial in next lecture and next delivery. So keep it. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Thank you so much. Thank you.